This is Bernie Borges from Social Business Engine, and this is episode 19 of Poolside Sales Chat. Did you catch my Poolside Sales Chat last week where I was in Santa Cruz, California, on the beach? I literally had waves in the background. In fact, I even had some surfers in the background while I was talking. It was really cool. Kind of distracted me a little bit. So today's topic is a topic that actually comes from some people that have taken my online class, which, if you're not familiar with my online class, you can check it out at socialbusinessengine.com. There's two of them. One's about social profile, improving your social profile. The other one's about using LinkedIn and Twitter to improve your sales opportunities. And here's the question. The question that I've heard actually quite a lot is, should I be using InMail? And if so, how can I use InMail? So first, let's start with what is InMail. Just start right there. If you're not familiar with InMail, first of all, it's LinkedIn only. And basically, it's a place where you can send a message, a private message, like an email, basically, within the walls of LinkedIn to someone that you're not connected with. Now, here's the thing about InMail. You have to have a paid account. It's not available in the free version of LinkedIn. You have to have a paid account. Now, there's different levels of paid accounts within LinkedIn. And so the minimum paid level, you get 3 to 5 InMail messages that you can send per month. And the way it works is when you send an InMail message to someone, LinkedIn guarantees delivery to that person, but just like in an email, just because someone's received it doesn't mean they're necessarily going to open it, read it, or respond. So what LinkedIn does is they'll guarantee that they will deliver your message to the person you want to send it to. Remember, someone you're not connected to. But then it's up to that person to receive it and do something with it or not. So there's actually been a lot of, I won't call it controversy, but pros and cons from an opinion standpoint on whether or not you should use LinkedIn. And I think the reason is because some people have abused it. So I want to talk about a few possible ways that you can use you can use InMail within LinkedIn. And so here's a couple of potential scenarios. First of all, you could do it from a job search standpoint. You can send an InMail message to someone that you might want to go work for. If you're in sales and you have a company that's on your radar that you want to go sell for, send them a message that says something along the lines of, hey, I have experience in your industry. I checked out your company and I noticed that, you head up sales there, and I'd like to talk to you about joining your sales team. That's one approach. If you're in the position of actually recruiting people, you can find people on LinkedIn and then use InMail to send a message to them. I don't recommend that you just send a message that says, hey, I'd like you to come work for us, but you look to make a good human connection with the person and explore a conversation offline. And you can mention, hey, I'd like to explore having a conversation with you about our company, something to that effect. So that's one way to use LinkedIn from a recruiting standpoint, whether you're looking for a job or you're recruiting yourself. From a sales standpoint, let's talk about a couple of ethical ways and practical ways that you can use InMail. So one way is to actually pitch someone. I know I use air quotes a lot. When I look at my videos, when I go back and look at them on YouTube, I see myself using air quotes a lot. I can't help it. I just do it. But you can pitch someone. But here's a couple of guidelines on pitching someone. First of all, be very human about it. Be very, show some personality and make it about them. Just conversational in tone. And if you're pitching someone, say something to the effect of, I'm familiar with your industry, I'm familiar with your company. Try to make it personalized, meaning like show that you've done your homework. You know about their company, a little bit about them based on their profile, and just pitch them on how you can help them. And I like to say, I've done this a few times, and I like to say something along the lines of like, hey, I know this was an unexpected message from me. My hope is that this is really relevant to you, and even if the timing isn't right at this moment, please, keep my information on file. And if you ever have a need for social selling training services, for example, now you know how you can reach me. So that's one approach, is you can actually pitch someone your products and services, but use discretion. Don't mention anyone's name unless they've given you permission to mention their name. And be very human about it. Be personal about it. Be, personalize the message. The last thing you want to do is just come across as a pure sales pitch that sounds canned, that sounds like you didn't do any homework. Remember, this is a paid account you have to do this in, and every time you send an InMail, you basically are like using one of the allotted InMails that you have access to in your account. And what LinkedIn does is when the person opens it and does anything with it, including delete it, you actually get that credit back. The way you lose that InMail credit is when the person at the other end within 90 days does nothing with it, meaning they don't respond, they don't delete it, they simply don't do anything. They don't even open it. Those InMail credits get they go down the toilet and you don't get them back. So you want to use those InMail credits as wisely as possible. So that was one approach, pitching someone. Another approach is trying to meet someone. This is, in my opinion, most applicable if you can use someone's name. If someone gives you permission and you can say, hey, so-and-so, mention the person's name, he and I or she and I, we've worked together, we've done these things together, and he or she suggested that I reach out to you and introduce myself to you, and then again, make it about that person and give them a reason, a benefit for you to meet with them. So in that scenario, what you really want to do is make it all about why it would be beneficial for you to meet that person and for that person to meet with you. So again, if you can use someone's name now, if you can use someone's name, then simply leave that part of it out and just still make the introduction in a way that would be beneficial to them. Make it all about why would they want to meet with you. And keep it short and sweet, and again, show some personality. Maybe provide a link to something that demonstrates your authority, your credibility. So if they want to check you out, they can check you out beyond just the LinkedIn profile. All right, so that's really it, short and sweet today. To use InMail or to not use InMail, think about ways that you can use InMail, which is a paid account only scenario within LinkedIn, and think about ways you can do it for recruiting, for pitching, to actually kind of like a cold call. There I go again, using air quotes, and use it as a way to actually meet people, get introduced to people. Hey, so this is Bernie Borges. So several of you have been chiming in here with, you came in a little bit late, so I just want to wrap it up here by just kind of reintroducing myself all over again. This is Bernie Borges from Social Business Engine. For more content on social selling, for more information on our online social selling courses, just go to socialbusinessengine.com and you'll find it all right there. Hey, I wish you continued sunshine, and I'll see you next Friday where I'm going to record my poolside sales chat from San Francisco. I can't promise it'll be by a pool, but it'll be from San Francisco. I'll see you then.